Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're also going to talk about Ethereum, and we're going to talk about BTC for a possible, top formation within the next few days, few hours, and so on, right? So we're basically going to focus on the daily 21 EMA, the weekly 100 EMA, and we're also going to talk about the wedge pattern we're basically replicating from the previous move. All right, so if you're new to our content, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and join our public Telegram group, link in the description. All right, let's get it started. So as you can see, we talked about it previously on my previous update, and I said it, guys, we just gotta be very cautious because if we break this support level, we're most likely going to be dropping down to the low 10k area, and as soon as we drop down to the low 10k area, most bulls basically decided to be bearish and we're looking for this move to break to the downside. And we said, guys, we're gonna long it. I'm gonna show you the weekly time frame, right? Because we had a nice support at the weekly 21 EMA, just about like a 10k to 99. So we long it in that area. We started longing it from like 10.4, it dropped down, we just added more long to the to that area, and then basically sell at 10.9 to 11.1 area, as you can see on top of the screen, right? That's the current resistance we at right now. So as you can see, we basically took a long right there, taking it to the upside. Right now we're looking for a breakdown. All right, so our indicator, one of our most profitable indicator you could be paying attention to, it is going to be your MACD. We're going to talk about the RSI later on, right? But the MACD is giving us low volatility range, which means like the next move going to be big. So if we break this wedge, most likely, okay, BTC is going to be trying to bulls, okay, most likely going to be letting price drop just about this low 10k area to find some support, right? So let's just keep that in mind, right? So, and you take a look at the previous wedge pattern we got right there. I remember we were basically doing a live stream, and some of you guys were saying like, oh, BTC is pumping. I was like, that's not a pump. It's just pumping just about like a 12k area, 11a to 12k area, but it's not gonna do anything, right? And bang, okay, we dropped to the downside. So I'm expecting some sort of breakout within the next few days, few hours, right? Within the next few days and few hours, we could possibly see a breakdown from BTC. All right, so let's go back in the early May, right? As you can see, we got similar wedge pattern, but this one is kind of inverse. Okay, it's a little funny if you depending on how you look at it. It is kind of funny, but it is the same structure. You got a very big move to the downside, right? Next thing you know, BTC decided to basically push to the upside in a wedge pattern. Okay, we broke to the downside, still made another wedge pattern right there, and a big fake out. Okay, and a big fake out. So this big fake out right there, just about like 10.5. This fake out actually got me, okay, because I was like, okay, we got this flat correction, right there. We took the breakout, this sucker just dumped right back down. So that's one of the reasons why when BTC basically gave us this breakout to the upside, I did not long it. Okay, even though we long it from this range of 11 to 12, right? We got out. Okay, so we got out right there. So as soon as we pumped to the upside, and everybody was like, oh, BTC is pumping, and I was like, guys, you gotta look left. Okay, look to your left right there. Okay, as you can see, big pump, broke down. Okay, so, and at the same time, right, when BTC was pumping to the upside, alt did not pump at all. Okay, and I was like, okay, I don't like this pump. Alt basically not supporting the BTC pump, so I'm not gonna mess with this one. So I just did not long that position. So as you can see right now, we're looking for the move to the downside. So now let's take a look at the higher time frame, the weekly basis. Okay, so let's clean up the chart. If you take a look at the weekly time frame, we just gotta pay attention to our weekly 21 EMA. So looking very strong. Even if we break, even if like we get a big move to the downside, we're most likely going to find a temporary support just about like a low 10k. So it is going to be a very strong support within the next few days and so on, right? So let's keep that in mind. So high volatility, but we could get a possible low volatility between like you know, let's say 98 to 10-1 area, okay, just to basically trying to break this level. Okay, weekly 100 EMA, as you can see on top of the screen, it is just about like low 8k, just about like a 80 to 100 range. If you know, within the next few weeks, you know, October or something like that, right, we get a big drop to the downside, we could find a possible support just about a 80 to 100 range. All right, so that's all I wanted to cover for BTC. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is holding very strong above like a 380 range, so it doesn't want to drop. So let's take a look at Ethereum, okay, lower degree. So you take a look at Ethereum, it is moving in a wedge pattern, okay, looking pretty safe so far, right? So bulls could be looking very safe as of now and try to push to the upside, okay? But let's see if the bear is going to be able to break this 6 hour. Let's take a look at the 6 hour 21 EMA. Looking very strong. Even if we break it, right, Ethereum bulls could try to defend this zone of you know, 375 to 350. But I'm looking for you know, a possible break, you know, a possible breakdown within the next few hours and so on, right? We got a nice resistance right there, okay? It's not strong, right? But you could also look at it like this, all right? You could also look at it like that. So we could possibly within the next few hours good high volatility. So if BTC is going to be you know, dropping, I would expect like Ethereum to just follow BTC, and we could be looking for some possible support all the way down to you know, 0.786 to 0.888. So just not to basically mess with the low volatility range, because if you're looking for like a short-term trade, you might be saying, hey, I'm going to take profit right there, okay, just about 360. But if you're just looking for a longer term like a trade, you could just let it like a, you know, drip all the way down to like a, you know, 330 to basically low $300 range. In terms of fib retracement, you could possibly look for a just look for a confirmation, right? You could look for a 50% pullback or basically a 0.618, okay, 0.618 going to be 340, 80% pullback going to be 320. So either way you look at it, if we break this trend line, bear is going to look very strong. It is something that we just have to keep in mind. But you're going to ask me about the upside potential. The upside potential for Ethereum is pretty clear, okay? Also at the same time, if you're looking for a move to the upside, you could just look for 0.618, which is just about like a 410 to 411, okay? But one of the reasons why I don't like the 0.618, because we just don't have any area of confluence. You know, the most probable area of confluence was like this range of you know, 380 to 390. So we just hit it. So I would just give the bears some you know, some chance to basically break you know, the price to a downside. So but if we push to the upside, next area of resistance going to be just about like a low $400 range, okay, $400 range. But like I said, if BTC basically decides to you know, drop 3 to 5%, most likely Ethereum going to be breaking down to a mid $300 range, okay? That's all I wanted to cover for Ethereum. So if you're new to our content, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to join our public Telegram group, and if you're looking to join the Send Premium, send me a message and I'm going to give you the link to our Discord channel. All right guys, thanks a lot for watching.